Hi guys. First of all, I apologize for the brightness of this video, and if my camera is moving, because basically I'm on a sofa. So part 2 of my bully series is year 1. Year 1, I went to a Catholic school in year 1 near my grandmother's place. So of course it's like it's a bit further up than my kindergarten, so it's basically 5-minute walk. The thing is though, I never, well, sort of almost never walked there. I had a guy used to pick us up from our houses with motorbikes. Oh, good times, good times. So yes, I went to a Catholic primary school, and my only friend in year 1 was a girl named Sylvana. Sylvana. Yeah. I was actually thinking whether it's Sylvia or Sylvana, but then I remembered it was Sylvana, and I can still remember her face and the length of her hair back then. And that she has a sister. Anyway, so, you know, friends, they never go away in your head. If you're my friend, you will always be in my brain. I can always remember your names and your face. So year 1, what happened was, not a lot of name calling, just minor name calling, not a lot of physical bullying. It's mainly just ignored. You know, they ignored me, which is fine by me. I mean, because I had one friend, right? Also, they call me a know-it-all, because, you know, my dad's English. He's from England, so I learnt English when I was really young, like 5 or 6. I went to year 1 when I was 6, so I learned English in England, basically. 2 weeks in England with my cousins and other families, and who didn't know how to speak Indonesian, because I was raised in Indonesia, so I had Indonesian speaking background. So because mum's Indonesian but my dad's from England, so they don't know how to speak Indonesian, so basically I had to adapt per se, to speaking English. So there you are, my English. Woo! So year 1, they called me a know-it-all. They always asked me for answers during exams or tests, and you know, I felt like I had friends, so of course I gave them some answers, but of course afterwards they'd be like, oh, we don't like you anymore. Yeah, you're only good for answers. I'm like, oh, thanks buddy, you're so awesome. By this time I was a rebel, pretty much without a clue. I skive off after school. After school, you know, you're meant to come back home, but I skive off to Sylvana's place and eat porridge. Chicken porridge, yum. So there's not a lot of torment in this one, because it's a Catholic school, and you know, everyone is supposed to be nice. Even though this one girl, I had a crush on a guy. Duh, I always have crush on guys. Ha! It's because I'm not a lesbian. Anyway, so yeah, I had a crush on this guy, and of course the popular girl had to go in and have a crush on him as well, and date him. So, woo, lovely. That was my year 1. I didn't have that much bullying. I was basically ignored mainly, so that's why, yeah, I was basically a loner except for my one friend, and she skips school from time to time, so, oh, I remember I hid this away from my head because it was disgusting. So I hid it away. It's in the back of my head now. We used to have a sandbox in the school for building sandcastles and whatever, you know, like feeling like you're in a beach, tropical fields. This guy, he's the class bully or something. So he basically, when I was playing with the sand and there was a bug, there was a little ladybird, yeah, that I used to play with because I'm that weird. And so he used to get the sand, grab it, pour it all over my head. So, and I shook it out. It was disgusting because cats and dogs, like stray cats, stray dogs, actually pee and poo in there. So it was disgusting. It was on my head. So I shook it all off, and then, you know, shook it off. And I thought everything was out. And when I got back in class, scratched my head, and pew, sand, more sand coming out. And I'm like, what is this? So I got home and told my grandma what happened, and she was like, oh, just go wash your hair. Woo, lovely. So I went, washed my head and stuff like that. And the next day, 'cause I love all animals, but I hate some. Some more than others, like worms. Hate worms. I mean, they don't hurt me, but it's just the way that they squiggle. It's just ugh. So everyone knows that I hated worms. I mean, I was a little girl, mind you. I hated worms. And so he basically got an earthworm, shoved it in my face. He freaking shoved it in my face. I had to run away and you know, like repel everything that is in my face. He shoved it in my face. I think I cried. I was a kid. I mean, yeah, I would cry. I've been bullied that much. I would cry. So yeah, that was basically the events of year 1. It's just worms in my face and sand on my hair. Pee poo sand on my hair. It's dirty. Lovely. And that's basically it. Year 1 events. I was thinking of year 2 events. Okay. Year 1 event done. Year 2 coming up.